all up on you.
Yo, people, what you telling me? Back again for another red talk. Flawless is in the back. He's cutting through in a second, man. Big up the chat, man. Big up the chat, man. We got a few things to dissect today. What you lot telling me, bruv? What you lot telling me? What's that? I've made an offer equivalent to what? What? What's man talking about? Man said 65 million a year, you know. Hey, brother, I have not seen that. You know them way there. I have not seen that. Man saw somewhere, yeah, that they're saying that that the new deal that he signed recently might have a release clause in it. That's what I read. Do you know what I mean? And it would make a lot of sense if it did, to be completely honest, blood, because bro, giving him that extra money, brother, I hope there's a release clause in there. But he was saying around 60 million, which isn't a lot. So it's a weird amount. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a weird amount, man. For a transfer fee. But considering his age, bro, like I said earlier, I said I'd take the 60 million that we paid for him, yeah, to let him leave still. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any truth in that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. But saying that he's been offered a deal, yeah, worth 65 million a year is ridiculous, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's fucking ridiculous, bro. In football. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Now they're saying sources at both United and Al Hilal have denied reports of a release clause for Bruno. So now they're saying there's no release clause. So how much are we taking for this brother? Because brother, he can leave, you know. He can leave. I'll be real. He can leave, bro, for the right amount of money. So yeah, we're gonna see, bro. Man said get rid of Bruno, free up a good amount of wages. We can, bro, it frees up a nice amount of wages, and also it means that we can get profiles for the midfield, yeah, that are specifically suited to the system that we're trying to employ in the first place. Because at the moment, his skill set doesn't really fit any specific position, yeah, in this box midfield at the moment. Because it's not really a double pivot, it's not a first phase, it's not a ball carrying situation, and it's not a 10 in between the lines situation. Like, do you know what I'm saying? His profile is weird. His profile you can get away with a free in midfield, I believe, in a 4-3-3 if you give him a free role if you want to do that. But I think the skill set in this formation for the 2 10s have to be very specific, and I feel like in a double pivot, I think that the skill sets have to be one or the other in it, and I don't think he suits either. So it's a weird one. I said, can I do a squad builder with the 150? What do you mean? As in how I would spend 150 million if we got him? But to be honest, I think we could spend 150 million even if we don't sign him. I mean, if we don't sell him, you know them one. Like, I genuinely believe that. I believe we can spend that money anyway. So it's just one of them ones. Man said you can get 2 or 3 solid man for 60 mil. You know what it is with United? We've got way more money than people actually realize, bruv. If you take into account the wages that we got rid of, if you look at Anthony's wages that's gone, Rashford's wages that's gone, the fact that we're going to get at least 40 million each for them as well, minus the wages, like there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be able to do in the summer, bro. Do you know what I mean? And if we fuck around and win the Europa League as well on top of that, that's going to give us some extra money to spend. I don't know how much you get for winning the Europa League. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much you get, but I think there's money there, bro. I'll be real. I think there's money there. I think there is money there. And then especially if we try to sell Garnacho as well, that's 100% profit. There's rumors of heavy interest from Juventus for Rasmus Højlund as well. And they're saying that Man United won about 40 mil for Rasmus. Like, bro, there's loads of money to be made, you know. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of money to be made, and there's also loads of money to be freed up. So this whole thing that people thinking we don't have money is crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we actually got money. We actually do have money, bro. Like, even the talk, there was talk of saying, yeah, there was talk saying that we could afford to sign Delap and Cunha without selling anyone. And that's a long shot away from us having no money. So which one is it? Do you get what I'm saying? Because if we're broke, how are we going to sign 2 players, yeah, without selling no one? And that tells you, yeah, that these men are not being 100% honest with us about how much money we have, how much we don't have. Yo, fam, what are you telling me?
Blessings, family. Apologies on the lateness. Was just sorting some stuff out. Yo, you good though? Yeah.
Yeah, all good, my brother. Now we was just talking about this Bruno stuff, man. There was, obviously there was a rumor that he had a release clause. Now they're saying that there's no release clause in the new contract, but now they're saying that Al Hilal want to sign him for the Club World Cup, and Man United are kind of semi-bracing themselves for a big bid for Bruno, yeah. And then man are talking about what you would do with the money, yeah. Say you did get 150 for Bruno, what would you do with the 150? But I was saying, bro, only a couple of weeks ago they were telling us we're gonna sign Cunha and Delap without selling no one. So it's like, brother, that man said we got no money, but Flawless, we got money, bro.
We've discussed this. I mentioned it. I don't know if it was last week,
money, bro.
A couple of weeks ago. I keep telling people Manchester United are rich broke. That's what it is, man. Like, we keep establishing this, man. Like, Manchester United have £1 million in their account. They're broke. If I have £1 million in my account, I am rich. That is the difference between the two. You mentioned it about Kanye going from a billionaire to a millionaire. Broke. In that instance, most people in life, yo, you are rich, and that's what it is. Like, people fall for it all the time, and I think because it's funny for rivals to say, "Oh, you lot got no money." The entire time I've been doing content creating, it's probably happened for you. I think this is going into my 4th summer now of being a content creator. Every year I've heard we've got no money, and every year we
spend 200
every
mil.
year we sign players. So somebody's lying. How are we signing players? Is it IOUs? Is it magic beads? Like, how is it coupons?
Brother, we
What are
signed
doing?
5 players last window, yeah, with a 90 million net spend, bro. You know them ones. So
There we go.
all of this chat this season, we've got more players to sell than we've ever had.
Before.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Everyone's being linked with moves away. You look at just the lone players. You got Rashford, you got Sancho, you got Anthony, you got Malacia. So that's four off. That's 4 off.
Facts. And Garnacho and Højlund have been linked with moves away.
Your natural Højlund linked with moves away. We don't know what's gonna go on with Cass. Lindelof's gonna leave on the free as well. Eriksen's gonna leave also. Like, the list goes on, and then there could be like a Bruno thing. Who would have thought if we would have said last week? Yeah, Al Hilal are gonna make a reported British record fee for him. So yeah, like with 150 mil, I don't think that's Bruno money. Hey, redo the midfield with that. That's what that is. That's renovation. If we sell Bruno for that, do that. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, Yusuf.
I can't lie. If them man cut through and they give us 100 and something million, yeah, you know what's mad, yeah? Because a part of me is like, yo, there's certain players I would grit my teeth and go and buy. But then at the same time, it's like, do you do the thing where it's like, yo, man, know we got money. I don't want to get fleeced. But then a part of me is like, bro, in my head, it's like, it's not my money anyway. Just dash that. You know the ones, because someone like Adam Wharton, I'll just go sign him. Even though I know that Crystal Palace will bump us and we'll probably pay 20 million more, yeah, I'd pay the 20 million more, because I think that his profile, yeah, is so unique, yeah, in the Premier League and in the modern game. I just fucking pay the money, bro. Like, cause I know they're gonna want like 80 mil or something dumb like that, bro. I'll just pay it. I'll be real. I'll just pay it.
Now I get wanting to pay more because willing to pay more because you've got an unexpected large fee. So let's say it is 150 million, then spending a 20 million extra on a Wharton or 20 million extra on another player, then makes sense because it's money you didn't think you had. You don't have to be as strict. To me, if it is 150 million, just go revamp the midfield. You get 2 or 3 midfielders with that, because we are so light in that area. And you take Bruno out of there, that makes it even lighter in it. It's literally Agate and Casemiro. There are only 2 senior central midfielders, and they're both. But
we have to keep them both, you know. If we let Bruno go, we have to keep Cass. You know, because it would be an absolute. You're dying if you let go of your captain and then you let go of your unofficial captain as well in the same window. It's foolish.
And then you're literally left with Agate and Collier. And Collier's a youngster. And it's just Agate, like Agate, who's just got here, would now be your senior central midfielder and your only senior central midfielder. It's like, nah. Needs to, like, if let's say Bruno's gone, you go sign 3 players with that. That's what you need to do. Even if you spend 150 million on 2, and then you go spend extra money on a 3rd midfielder because we need that. Then you would have Agate, then you would have Collier. That's then your 5. But it's important in regards to the profiles. But this Bruno thing caught me completely by surprise. I didn't know about the release clause part, but I did see about the world record fee, because I didn't think there'd be any chance of selling him. I didn't think we'd sell him.
You know what? I think United would sell him. I just can't see his interest. The reason why I say United will sell him, because they'll sell anyone. Like, I'll be honest, our owners, like, brother, they're all about balancing the books, bro. Like, no one is above selling. I don't think there's many players, apart from the players that they've just brought in. I don't think there's any players saying they wouldn't sell. And even that being said, if somebody comes in and offers way more than we just signed these players for, like, for instance, if someone came in and offered us 50 million for Mazraoui, they'll take it.
Yeah, they probably
you know what I mean? Because we only signed him for 12.
Yeah, we've seen it with Mado and Garnacho. They was quick to be like, yeah, they're both available. It was like,
everyone's available for the right price in this team, bro. I don't believe there's anyone that's above selling, especially someone like Bruno, where you have to look at his age, bro. He's 30 or 31, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Money as well. And he's on big money.
So getting him off the books, but you get his salary off the books and you get to reduce the average age of the squad. So I don't think he's above selling, bro. Not at all. I don't.
I wonder how much, because they'd offer him big bread. I wonder if that would turn his head, because they would offer him much more money than he's on right now, and he's on big money now. So it's interesting to see, do they go the Duran route, even though it's a different team, in regards to offering him astronomical money. Like, the wages is crazy and then the increase is crazy as well. So I'm with it 110%. I'm with. I've already said verbatim, I'd sell everybody. Take out the new signings, the youngsters. Ahmad and Maino. I'm happy to see anyone leave, especially for this price. I'd have sold Bruno for half it. When they talking world British record fee, because the British record fee is Rice, right? 105. So it'd be beyond that.
It must be. No, Caicedo might have cost more than, but
well, they said what I seen. They said British, so I'm not sure if that means British player or in regards to actual British team.
Nah, I think it's just British team. I think.
Okay, first.
Yeah, I think it's Caicedo. I think Caicedo was just more above that. Yeah, maybe, but do you know what I mean? You lot would have to confirm. I'm not 100% sure. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think that if they offer upward of 100 million for him, we're taking it, mate.
I think we'd sell anybody for above 100 M's.
Oh, 100%.
I think we'd sell anybody for
100%. 100%.
Whoever our best player is right now, they're like, oh, this is our guy. 100 M's, I think they go, yeah. Hey, I'm all for it, man. Because people are like, oh, who's left? Hey, we'll worry about that afterwards. Get these men out. That's what it is. Get these men out.
But this is what I'm saying. And that man said, would I take 80 mil for Ahmad? I wouldn't. And brother, Ahmad's one of the only players here in the squad here that I genuinely believe, that his profile is so rare in football. I'd have to spend another 80 million to find a player that good. Do you know what I mean? A left-footed player that plays on the right-hand side with the abilities he has. Like when I look in the squad here, I just look at profiles, innit? I just look at profiles, and really and truly, there's not a lot of profiles that I don't think that I could find a like for like here. And I would say, all right, you can dip. Like Lenny Euro, I don't see a like for like of Lenny Euro anywhere with his height, his height, his pace, his ability on the ball. I don't see a like for like. I don't see a like for like for someone like Xerxes. I like that style of player. There's not a style of player out there where I can say, you know what, he only cost us like 30 mil. I don't see a profile of player like his that I could go replace him with. I don't. When I look at who else in the team could I say, Mazraoui, you could probably get a ball playing right backs, but for his age, his experience, and how cheap he was, you can't get a like for like for fucking 12 million.
Not for his consistency.
No, you can't.
Don't respect like he is 7 out of 10 every week.
That's it. You can't get a like for like for that. But then
back.
Facts, and then that's it. That's it, bro. Like I like Delit. I think Delit's his leadership qualities, his ability on the ball, his aerial presence, all these other things. He was cheap. I don't know how many players we can get for 20. That's 20. Is he 25? 25 years old with the experience that he's got. I don't know where you can get a 25-year-old centre back that's been playing football for nearly 10 years, blood. I don't know where you can get that. Do you know what I mean? There's certain intangibles in players that you can't really replace. You can't replicate those elsewhere.
Well, you look at it, Delit is 25. You're right. Yeah,
bear in mind. Like, would you get a 25-year-old with nearly 10 years experience? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I mean? League titles in 3 different countries. Where'd you go get that?
Yeah,
you don't go get that.
Yeah, he's what when you go for a job and they ask you ridiculousnys like that. Like when they're like, you have 10 years experience at 20 years old. He's one of them.
This is exactly what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It's hard to replicate.
Yeah, super hard to replicate it when they say, why you not got more experience? I've just come out of school. That's why.
Yeah,
I'm 20 years old.
But this is the problem. It's hard to replicate stuff like this. But for other players, when I look at this Man United squad, there's a bag of players that you can just replace. No problem. Do you know what I mean? Because their profiles are not very rare, bro. They're not rare profiles. So like there's only a handful of players that I wouldn't sell unless you offered me an obscene amount of money. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I would have to sign 3 players or 2 players to kind of make it make sense.
Yeah, you'd have to double it because like what Ahmad gives you at the age he's at, for example, we'll use him because that's what the initial questions.
Right.
You see what he gives you at wing back just coming back in these last 2 games. You see the difference. And also what's underrated as well is defensively he's pretty sound. And you don't
he's got mad work rate. For someone that's so good on the ball, he likes to do the ugly side of the game. And you don't often see that with players with his ability on the ball. Usually they kind of neglect the other side of the game.
That's it. And not that, and that's especially wingers. It's like that's the one part of wingers game you hear managers, you hear fans talk about in regards to or chasing down fullbacks and things of that nature. So that's it. Yeah, exactly. That might working part-time since he was in school. But I look at it with Ahmad, whereas with Bruno, we need to, even if he was to stay, the midfield area needs revamping. We need 2 or 3 players. So if you get 150 M's, 120, 130, anything in that region, any British world record fee, you move him on, and then you bring in 3 players with that. Even 2 players, even if you go sign 2 players for 6, it's 120, and you go sign 2 for 60 each, and then you go get someone else for 40, or you go get somebody else on a free. Be interesting to see, because one thing about Saudi is they are serious.
If they've got their mind set on a player, then they're willing to do whatever they need to do. They're willing to spend whatever they're going to spend. There was a similar situation with Mo Salah, where it was like their man basically said to Liverpool, like, how much, bro? And Liverpool said no. But these man will rock up to you with a blank check and say, yo, like, we want this player. And it's specifically one club as well. They're saying Al Hilal want him for the Club World Cup, and they're willing to blow the bag. So because of that, it's like, bro, if the player's even remotely, if he's remotely interested in it, and why wouldn't he be at that age? Like, at that age, he's not going to compete for a league title at Man United. So at that age, if they're offering him the kind of money, they're saying like 2 million a week or something like that. If they're going to offer him that, of course he's going to go. Yeah, bro.
Is it too? Yeah, that properly weighs up the money versus your aspirations and what you want to win in the European League.
2 mil or 1 mil a week or something like that. I read. Bro,
they offered that to Duran. Duran got big bread when he went over there from Villa as well. So that doesn't even surprise me. He got huge money. He got huge money. Yeah, Marquis.
So they're looking for a marquee signing after Salah decided to stay. They'll use the 170 earmark to make the marquee signing. See, it's okay. See, it's the Salah money. I didn't even know it was the Salah money, because I mentioned Mo Salah before. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't realize it was the Salah money.
If Salah staying means we sell Bruno for that price. But it's interesting to see. We're going to find out how much Bruno loves the club and how much he loves the game. We're going to find out.
Bro, I don't care how much you love the game, bro. Find out. Dip, fam. You know them ones.
I want him done, Rants. What I'm saying is, though, we are going to find out. For everyone who's like, oh, he's an embodiment of the club. He loves the club. Let's see how much. We're going to put a figure to see how much your love costs. You know what I'm saying? For this club. That's where I'm at with it. If it is, let's say it is $1 million a week, for example, they're tripling his wages or whatever, and it's Saudi. Okay, how much do you want to take Manchester United back to the top?
The 170 is not just for Bruno. I think that's probably including his wages, guys. Right. You know the ones there. I think that's not just a transfer fee. The 170. I don't think it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they've got a package like all together. They're saying they can get him and give him that money. That's what I think the 170 is. You know, like that. But brother, run me that. Give me 100 mil.
100 M's.
Give me 100 mil.
I would take 50 for 100 M's, because then you can go spend that elsewhere. And then you get him gone. Like, all right, go win the Europa League and then let him walk off into the sunset, man. Walk out the door with the Europa League winners medal around your neck. Cool. Lifted the trophy. Helped us win 3 trophies in 3 years. Thank you for your services. We're moving into a new era. I want these players gone anyway, despite that. So I'm with it. Yeah, man, we're going to find out if he loves the club or not. Like, just don't be calling him, don't be like Liverpool fans, don't be calling him Judas and all that if he does leave people.
No, bro, listen, go get your money, bro. Like, he's what, 30, 31 or something like that. And it's like, these kind of offers don't come around very often, bro. Like, they don't. This is big, big, big money if that's what they're offering. If they're offering him Mo Salah money, you have to take that, bro. That bro don't even speak Arabic, blood, and they're offering him that. You have to take that.
Yeah, he's going to be 30, so he'll be 31 at the start. 31 in September, so he'll be 31 come the start of the next season. That's it starting. So
you gotta go do what you gotta do, bro. And at the end of the day, it's one of them things where we're in the process now. We're in the process of a rebuild now. So if they offer that kind of money for any of our players, we have to entertain that shit.
Of course, because it's startup money. Like you said, we're doing a rebuild. We haven't got big bread. We've got money to spend, as you see with the Cunha rumors, the Lap and Burmo, Osherman, etc., etc. But that helps so much. That really helps so much. Yeah, get your money. Look, I don't begrudge anyone going over there at any age. That's why even when Duran got criticism, I was like, it's life-changing amount of money. He's getting generational wealth over there. Go and get your money. We all would move. We'd all move. Whatever job you do now, if someone came to you and said, hey, I will quadruple your wages, you just got to move country, we're all moving. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? We're all going. People just be out here lying because they don't have that opportunity. So yeah, with Bruno leaving, that's what I'm looking at, what he can do for the club. That type of money, go invest it alongside. I want a new team anyway. That helps.
Yeah, 100%. Where do you think's the most important positions for us to strengthen? Obviously, we've been linked to the goalkeeper. We're going to talk about that later. But what do you think are the key positions?
For me, I always say the spine, because I look at any team that's been successful, they have a strong spine. So I look at the centre backs is cool. I look at the goalkeeper. I look at the central midfield area. I look at the 10s and I look at the striker. They're the four. I've heard people mention wing backs. I hear that with the wing backs. But for me, spine. If you do not have any team that has been successful in recent years, past years, you have to have a strong spine. Even teams that have done the unthinkable, like when you look at, for example, what's it called? When you look at Leicester when they won the league. All right, their goalkeeper was competent, centre-backs competent, but they had a generational player in Kante doing things. And they also had Mahrez, even though he played on the wing. Vardy did his thing as well.
Mahrez kind of was more central in that system. Him and Vardy kind of played in like a
4-4-2 type thing that time.
It was like a 4-4-1-1 thing.
So that's where I'm at. And this is what I've been asked, because people are like, oh, you want world-class players? No, bring me competent. Because we're so far away from being a competent unit is what my issue is. I'm not looking for us to bring in players to go in the Premier League this summer. No. How about we just become a competent unit that's a top 6 side again? Let's just start there. Let's just start with winning back-to-back games. Let's just start with being tough to beat. Let's just start with actually having confidence going into games again. So, yeah, for me, spine goalkeepers definitely said, Onana's dreadful. He has to go. Because our centre-backs are actually all right. That's the one spot in our team.
Oh, our centre-backs are our strongest position in the whole club, you know.
I like the centre-backs. I'm like, cool. Goalkeeper's a problem. Central midfield, like I just said, is an issue as well. I don't know what the manager wants to do. If it's Cass, you need someone alongside him. You can't go Casagate. We need somebody who's going to progress the ball passing, like through the lines, or someone who's press resistant and can carry the ball. Like, even though he plays as a 10, someone like a Morgan Rogers. So like a Musa Dembele did for Spurs, for example. Someone of that.
Yeah, that can carry the ball, bro. Yeah, 100%.
That can carry the ball. So either a ball carrier or someone who plays through the ball, through the line, or ideally both. So like a Belieber, for example. And then 10s, we've already spoke about in depth because of our lack of goals. So if it's Cunha, cool. We've been linked to Mbeumo, love that. Linked to Cherky, Diblin, love all of that. Same with the strikers as well. We've had the conversation about Osherman or Mateta or Delap. So yeah, for me, spine, they're the main ones. Goalkeeper, central midfield, 10, striker, or 10s, I should say. They're the 4 positions I look at, to be honest. I keep hearing this as well.
Man said a meeting took place today between Osman's entourage. He's keen on United, 12 million a year salary. I don't know how much that is a week. But the rumors were that Amorim wants Osimhen, but the club prefer Delap's profile because of his age and the salary he's on. If that's the case, don't buy Osimhen. Like, I don't want to see them make the same mistake they made with Ten Hag or any other coach. Yeah, don't buy players for coaches.
You buy players for the club, like we spoke about, because Delap is talented, and you work with what you have, and it should go hand in hand. Like I said, the board and the hierarchy and recruitment team should be on side with the manager like that. Even though they want different players, their ideas should be very, very similar in that sense. So yeah, we'll see where going with that.
100%. I mean, man said we get 150 for Bruno, get Wharton and Cherky and Osimhen, and with the regular money we get Mbeumo, Cunha and Edison at window, and maybe a wing back. Bro, we need a goalkeeper as well. But I hear what you're saying, bro. I'll be honest, yeah. Like, United have the ability, with the ins and outs here to go and sign 7-8 players this summer. They do, including free transfers. And the reason why is, say for instance, if they do get at 150, even aside from that, like the players that are out on loan that we need to replace, the Sancho, the Anthony, the Rashfords, there's money there. Anthony and Rashford, we're getting at least 80 million for the two of them, at least. Anthony's been linked to that Atletico and a few other teams.
I've seen him get linked to Arsenal.
Yeah, bro. Listen, and then Rashford, we're getting at least 40 mil for that's 80. We can still move Garnacho and we can still move Højlund on. There's players to move. Do you know what I mean? There's pieces to move.
Don't forget about the 25 for Sancho as well.
Yeah, there's actually pieces to move on the chessboard, which will mean that we'll have money to spend. and then maybe we get European money as well. I don't know how much it is, but every little helps. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's pieces to move, blood. And then there's even, bruv, there's still players like Angel that's on a free that they can still go and get.
You have to
Do you know what I'm
take
saying?
advantage of that. I hear fully what you're saying with that. You have to take advantage of the free transfer market as well. And the last super chat before this one from Monty, when he said this could be our Coutinho moment in regards to rebuild, I hear it. Like you
It
have to
could
spend
be.
this money smartly, and it
Better
could be
be the
because never got some
Coutinho
money anyway.
moment and not the Gareth Bale moment. You know them ones. The Spurs got all that money and
Lord,
wasted it on dead ballers. You know them.
Freaking what was it like Soldado and like
Soldado,
Lamella?
and I think it was the Soldado thing that they did with the Gareth Bale money. They died. They bought like 4 men, bro, and it didn't bang. Like, you know them ones.
It wasn't.
I
They
swear
really
that.
did. Let's hope we don't do the Bale thing and we do the Coutinho.
I swear Liverpool done a mad one. They
was it Van Dijk and Alisson because of that? I swear it was Van Dijk and Alisson.
Nah, but there was but there was one before that they sold and it didn't bang. Who else did they sell for big money and then they brought in like Lambert and them lot? Yeah, it might have. Was it Lambert and them, man? They brought in with the shit.
It was Andy Carroll and Lambert.
Yeah, the Andy Carroll 36 mil. Yeah, bro, that was bonkers. You know them, man. So obviously they learned from that. Do you know what I mean? But we better not do the Andy Carroll thing. You get me?
One thing that they have done though is recruited well. I say that we've discussed that. That's one thing in your side. I actually do trust him in regards to recruitment because the players they brought in, even though I had reservations over them, and it's like most of them have hit good price points and have delivered.
That was the Suarez money. That's what it was. It was the Suarez money.
Suarez. That was the one. Yeah. Wow. So like that's it. So that's why I don't worry about even if Amorim doesn't get the best out of him because a couple of the super chats have mentioned it about Amorim out and he's not going to get the best for the next manager's at least walking into a better situation.
Bro, every manager that walks into Manchester United, the one thing they shouldn't be saying is what the fuck are these players?
Yes. And that's one thing they all have. They all have walked in. Minus Ollie's probably the last one who walked into the job and there was actual some quality there. Like Ten Hag, we all went, look at this squad. Amorim, we all said, hey, look at this squad. Whether you rate the manager or not, whether you think he did a good job or not, we all, vast majority, general consensus, we all went, yeah, this squad ain't it. This squad ain't it. Whether you rated the manager or you don't rate the manager type of thing. Yeah, they got Carroll to replace Torres. I knew it was one of them. So, yeah, like that's where it stands. And they've done a good job so far. So this is just added because they were going to buy 4 or 5 players anyway. So let's say hypothetically we do get money for Bruno. That is 3 more players. So then you're talking 8, 9, and that's just money. Never mind.
Bro, but that's what I'm saying, bro. It's easily done, yeah. We got linked with Milinkovic-Savic here, the goalkeeper. He just a unit, bro. Like, I've seen this goalkeeper. He's tall, he's intimidating, and he's got aura. He's got a presence in it. And we haven't had a presence in goal post Van der Sar, bro. Like, to me, I'm happy enough here with a goalkeeper like that because what I keep trying to tell people is you just need a competent goalie. Like man don't need to be getting absolute world beater. I don't know who the world beater goalkeepers are, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? There's not really any goalkeepers in world football that's standing out. We're still talking about the same ones. We're still talking about Courtois now. Do you know what I mean? And Courtois,
still talk about Alisson.
Yeah, like still talking about, bro. And even Donnarumma, like he's been around for a minute. You know them. He's been around for a minute. Another 16-year-old making his debut. Like Donnarumma's been around for a long time. So like goalkeepers are never really the talk of the town, bro. Do you know what I mean? We more talk about goalkeepers when they're fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Like that, because that's what it is. It's kind of like goalkeepers are like referees. You're only talking about referees and officials when they're messing up. Like when a referee has a great game, we might mention it in passing, like, oh, the ref was all right today. But if a referee has a terrible game, talk of the town, trending, look at the decisions, PGMLO against us. We know about all these things. We've seen it all season long, this season and previously. But yeah, with this goal, you mentioned it there. It's a very valid point, Rants, about all we need is a competent goalkeeper. Arsenal became top 4 with Ramsdale. Ramsdale is just an okay goalkeeper. He's nothing spectacular, decent goalkeeper. And that's all we need so far. I don't know too much about him. One of my guys who watches Milinkovic-Savic said he's actually a good goalkeeper, so we'll see. But you're right. Yo, man's tall, though, still. Jesus.
He's very tall and he's got the basic fundamentals. And what I've seen from some clips of him is the speed he gets off his line. For a big guy, like, it's one of them ones where, like, he gets off his line quickly, bro. Do you know what I mean? Which is good because he doesn't lack agility for for the physical presence that he has in it. So, bro, it just is what it is, man. Sometimes, yeah, a lot of goalkeeping is psychological. Like I remember, like strikers used to say how small the goal used to look when Peter Schmeichel was in goal. You know the one. And
Yes, I see.
sometimes, just a goalkeeper making the goal look small, is enough to put strikers off. They don't even have to be fucking amazing, bro.
Puts you off. 110% they put you off, without doubt. Like I'm looking here saying he's 6'6". You know what I'm saying? In that? Saying
Brother,
like,
this player saved 4 out of 5 penalties this season that he's faced. You see what I'm saying? Because bro, he's just a unit. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
He's doing the
Bro,
Schmeichel thing.
puts
You know what I'm
man
saying?
off, bro. Like, just with the presence of him being in the goal. Like, these are the kind of guys that I don't mind having in the team, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have that than Onana, because let's face it, it's very difficult to be worse than Onana. It's very difficult.
Oh, if you're worse than Onana, whoever signs whatever goalkeeper we sign, if he's worse than Onana, that person needs to be sacked. He can't be worse than Onana.
Yeah.
We as bad as a team as we are, and we are an awful team. We all go, yeah, the goalkeeper, you're the biggest problem. Bear in mind, we are a team that notoriously don't score goals. We have 2 attackers that have go 20 plus games without a goal, and it's normal. But we all look at him, look at the goalkeeper, and say you're a problem. Because bear in mind, you're playing behind the best part of our team, which is our centre backs. And we know you cost us. And then even the Leon thing, like, I don't forgive him for that. Like the way you almost cost us in that. You did that. Why? Why? You can't fight and you running your mouth to people talking about, I'm going to go fight such and such. And then you get beat up and now you don't want to come outside. Talking about the manager dropped him for Newcastle because for a mental break. What kind of, like, come on, man. You started it. That's what annoyed me the most. It's not like Matic said something to him and then he responded. That I'd understand. You said it. And then when Matic said what he said back, you doubled down. And Matic was right in what he said. And then you made 2 mistakes in the game. Oh, is he 6'8"? It says me 6'6", but all right, Fairs, I'm with it. That means you can come catch crosses.
With neck tattoos, blood, some prison break thing. Yeah, he can run that immediately, bro. Serbian, bro.
Serbian, Eastern European.
See them broken youths, blood. Hey, bro, listen, there's no jokes from corners, Strikers getting slapped in the head, bro. Like, that's what I'm
will help us from set pieces. Come catch crosses. Come catch corners and free kicks, etc. Come catch all of that. That's it. I'm with it. Man,
so like, bro, like for me, yeah, it's like I just like the names that we're getting linked with, bro.
I just like the fact, I ain't gonna lie, because I don't know anything about the goalkeepers. I just like the fact we're getting linked with the goalkeepers.
No, but when I say the names,
yeah,
I mean the names in a sense where there's not a single player we've been linked with, yeah, where I've looked at them and I thought, hold on, where the fuck has this come from? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's been like, Turkey, it's been Dibbling.
Yeah, there's a method to it, bro. Like these kind of players that we're getting linked with at the moment, I'm seeing them and I'm like, cool, I understand it. Do you know what I'm saying? I understand where it's coming from.
It makes footballing sense, is what you're saying, which I get that as well. As I've seen it, and I'm like, all right, this makes sense. Even though I have my preferred options out of the 1, 2, or if it's 3 options, I go, cool. There's no one I look at and I go, why? There's no Mason Mounts, is what I'm saying. There's no one like we look at. And
but this is what I'm doing. This is the point I'm trying to make. There's no Mason Mounts. There's no Sean Longstaff's, blood. There's none of those. Do you get what I'm saying? There's none of those.
No Sean Longstaff's. No, what's his face? Oh, I forgot him. Speaking of Serbian strikers, he's Eastern European as well. Oh, I forgot his name. There was a striker he was linked to. Tall brother, what was his name?
Sesko.
Will come back to me. Nah, it wasn't Sesko. This was a couple years back. Oh, I forgot his name. It will come back to me anyway. It was the Eastern European striker we got linked with, and it's like, I can't remember his name. The chat will probably know what I'm talking about. No, yeah, the name's lost me. The name's lost me.
This goalkeeper saving penalties like it's nothing, blood. I can't even lie. Like, brother, man said 4 out of 5.
The chat will know. Arnautovic, that's it.
Arnautovic is an upgrade on Højlund.
Hey,
brother, we got linked with fucking El Ghazi and
Rants.
what was, bro? We got linked with mad strikers, bro.
I was playing 5-a-side there. Me yesterday. There was man who was in them cages that are better than Højlund. There was man who was on the pitch outside who was better than Højlund.
I hear it, but this is what I'm trying to say to you, my brother. Like, just, bro, he just makes the goal look like it's a 5-a-side goal, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's 11.
I want to pull up some of his highlights. Give me a second. Let me have.
So like these are the kind of goalkeepers, yeah, that man need to be really we need to be in for, bro. Like I say, I think goalkeeping, a lot of goalkeeping is about intangibles. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, it's all well
absolutely.
and good, yeah, looking at shot stopping and stuff like that, but most goalkeepers are decent shot stoppers. Like, goalkeepers spend a long time, large periods of the game not doing anything, like not
Yes.
making saves. So it's about what they do in those teams, whether it's organizing the wall correctly, organizing the centre backs correctly. Do you know what I'm saying? All these
Yeah.
different things, bro. There's a lot of stuff, bro. Like, and even just having a certain presence, bro, in there, bro. Like, even like, for instance, when we play against Arsenal, yeah, and Declan's dropping them crosses under the crossbar, blood. You got someone in front of Onana. Onana's shorter than all the centre backs, bro. So it's like you're dropping the ball on his head, and you feel like you can score in it. Like, if
And
you
he gets
got a
bullied.
goalkeeper that tall, bro, man's just walking out and collecting that, bro.
Yeah, he gets bullied. That's the issue right there. Like that
Yeah.
with Onana. I've been wanting a dominant goalkeeper for the longest in regards to coming for crosses and catching the ball. And you mentioned it there, communication, which is key as well. Also penalty saves, which is always handy, especially if you're in cup competitions, which we are, and shootouts and things of this nature. So I'm all for it, and I think that can only improve the defense overall. Because then you know what it's like playing in defense and playing in a team and you don't trust your goalkeeper. And yeah, I'm just seeing the penalty save. Now they're just showing some of the penalty saves. He does fill up the goal though. Jesus.
Bro, he's a unit. He looks like the mountain. Like, show them what's there.
Unit. Yo, man
He
does look like
mountain,
someone said Kratos. Yo, this guy does look like he should. Yo, it's like, yo, it's mad.
But bro, this
Man
is
looks
what
like
it is.
It's mad. Man looks like he could be an extra in 4 or something like that.
But bro,
You know
even before he touches the football, he improves us just because Onana's not in the goal. Do you understand? Like, from a psychological point of view, yeah. From a psychological point of view, it's like, how can you be worse here when you've got someone like him in the goal, bro? And the thing is, he's making saves with his feet. He's making saves where he's coming out and making the goal look small, innit? So at the end of the day, like, he's agile for his size. It's not like he's a big lump here and he only makes saves that are straight at him. Like, he actually can move his feet as well. So
he's not Fraser Forster.
No, exactly. And he doesn't seem to have a problem with getting down to shots, because when you hear his height, the first thing you think is, cool, he might not be able to get down quickly, but he gets down quicker than Onana, bro.
He does. He really does.
The way he dives compared to Onana. Like, Onana literally belly flops, bro, to make saves.
And what I also like about the highlights I'm watching here is a lot of the shots he parries away. He doesn't parry them out into the danger area. It goes out to the side. It goes out for a corner kick. That's also key, because I think that's extremely underrated. But some saves that I made are not good saves when you just put, like, some saves you can't push around.
Just keeping it out ain't enough, bro, because it's like
you just go make us concede, whereas he purposely pushes it to the side as well. Yeah, man, you can see he's a unit. So I'm with it, and I don't think he'd cost a lot either. So anyone's an improvement. Anyone's an improvement on Onana, like you said. I'm just happy that we are linked with a new goalkeeper, because I think that is key. Because we don't need a world beater, man. We just need someone. Hey, again, Ramsdale, look what he did there with Arsenal. So they were in title races with him. Like, that's all we need for the time being. And then you improve on from there once you get better players. So yeah,
no, you're 100% right, and this is exactly what it is. Just having someone like Ramsdale was enough to steady Arsenal defensively. So you don't need to go straight in here and have your number one goalkeeper. At the end of the day, if this guy is gonna cost you like less than 20 million pounds, it's not even a risk at that price.
No,
it's not a risk at that price.
If it's 20 million and he goes wrong, you go, all right, cool. We sell him on for 15, 20 million, 10 million, and then you go get the next goalkeeper as well. But you hope he's decent. And like I said, this is an instant improvement already. From what I've been told, the highlights and what I've been told, I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Let's go. 20 million, cool, competent goalkeeper, and we build from there. Because that's what we lack. We lack a team and players that just do the basics. And people really underestimate that until you don't have it. And then it's like our game management, for example, horrific. That's just a basic thing you should have as a competent team, is how to game manage, know when to speed the game up, know when to slow the game down, etc., etc. Like even the Bilbao game coming up 3-0.
Yeah,
I know at points we're going to do daftness in that game.
Yeah, there's going to be points that we're going to be relying on last-ditch tackles or saves.
Yeah, but and it shouldn't be the case. We should be slowing the game down, drawing fouls, frustrating the opposition because we're up 3-0. That's what we shouldn't be gung-ho like, all right, let's go get the next goal. No, the pressure's on them. They have to score. And they have to score.
This is why I was annoyed in the game that we didn't go for 4s and 5s flawless, because I thought the game was there for a taking. I'm like, we're away from home. We got the extra man, It
was.
Like, why don't we go and put these lot to the sword? Because the thing is, I don't like the idea of United going to Old Trafford knowing they don't have to win. You know them one?
Yeah.
Because you know when man know that they can lose a game, sometimes they just, and we're notorious for not starting well anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I understand that. I get that. That was my only criticism of that game, was that we didn't get 4s and 5s. Because we put them in the hearse and closed the lid. We just didn't put them in the ground. That's what annoys me. We should have put the coffin in the ground. And the 4th and the 5th would have done that. And I was so happy to be wrong about that Bilbao game. I was super surprised by just their lackluster approach, because I was expecting an onslaught, especially when it went 2-0 and they got the red card. I'm like, all right, cool. They're going to do what Leon did. There's going to be an onslaught, ammunition. I'm expecting grenade launchers, sticky bombs, machine guns, the whole 9, Glocks, MAC-10s, and it was a water gun. Like, that's what it was. And a slingshot with a rock. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is it. Like, where's the onslaught? 3 shots on target. So, from them. So, I was so happy to be wrong about that. But that's my only criticism of that game. But if we manage the game correctly, which we should, enough with a 3-goal cushion, we get through that tie. And that's why I'm talking about being competent and doing the basics, because our team should be able to manage itself to do that. 3-0 up from the first leg, you go, and it's back at your place, you go, all right, we got this. We ain't going out. We ain't going
That's
out.
what I'm saying. So, it's a mad team, bro.
Way.
So, bro, I can't lie. It makes sense. I think we're gonna deal with these lot. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we are gonna deal with them, but I just think that I would have been more comfortable if we smoked them.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, because it was there for the taking, bro. And the thing is, at Old Trafford, if we concede the first goal at Old Trafford, I could see us just being super negative, and just sitting back even more, because we're not a confident football team. Do you see what I'm saying? So we're not the kind of team that, we'll concede one, then we'll say, all right, fuck it, we'll come out and we'll score the 4th. We're the kind of team that will concede one, and then all of a sudden we're sitting back. And then we concede another one, bro. Because don't forget, we conceded 4 with no reply against Brentford and Leon, bro. So we got previous blood.
We are capable, and it won't be go and get the. It will be if we concede 1, it'll be don't concede 2. That's why in this game it's just don't concede early. You don't concede early, we're fine. Stink it out. That's what we have to do. All we gotta do in this game against Bilbao is stink it out. And if we stink it out for the first 15-20 minutes, I think we'll be all right. Because they're saying that the Williams brothers, they both could be missing. I know one of them went for a scan. I know another one's injured, potentially injured. Sanket as well, who missed their first game, who's there 10. He's still out as well. So that's what it is. But with this game, it's like, like you said, don't concede early. Don't do nothing daft. Don't go get a red card. Don't concede. Don't do what they did. Concede and get a red card. Like that. That's worst case scenario. For Manchester United to go out in this tie, everything has to go wrong for us. We have to make all wrong decisions. From the manager has to, and players have to on the pitch. Just don't do it. Just don't concede early and stay with 11 men, and we'll be fine. That's it. Because then they'll get desperate, and then chances will. Then we'll get chances on the other end because they are chasing the game. And when you've got Ahmad out there, Maino out there, Bruno out there, you have a shot. Because they're players with X factor who can do something in the final third, and there's space. So, but we already know. I don't know what lineup he's going to play. And plus, there is a couple players I do trust out there. The likes of Casemiro, the likes of De Ligt if he's there, the likes of Maz, who we've mentioned.
Bro, playing De Ligt in the last game and him getting injured was a bozo move, you know. I swear down, I'm still not over that. I can't.
What would you have preferred him to come off the bench instead?
Bruv, he was out. Bruv, he hadn't played for a whole month flawless, and then he starts him a whole month. Do you know what I mean? And he, bro, and the month and before De Ligt got injured, bro, we were on a decent little run, bro, with him in the center of defense, bro. And then he brought him back and started him straight away. It was mad unnecessary, bro.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get. I think that goes to show the manager's just trying to get him up to speed.
Yeah,
That's what
but
it
we
is.
trying to get Ahmad up to speed as well, bro. We played him. We don't start him. Bring him on.
Yeah, he didn't start him. Yeah, because he played him 10 minutes against Bilbao, and then he played the 45 minutes against Brentford as well. And yes, first we did, bro, a 3-0 lead to Coventry. That's why I'm saying just don't concede early. That's it. Just don't concede early. But yeah, with Delete, I think he was just trying to get him up to speed. Maybe bring him off the bench. You do what you did with Ahmad as well. It's good to see Maino get more minutes too, also. But they said
That's
that
not
he
in the
left.
double pivot though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, not in the double. Play him in the 10. You play him in the 10. You don't play him in the double pivot. You play him in the 10, and the manager spoke on that. But we know Amorim says one thing and does another. We've said these things.
That's what
Yeah,
I mean.
and why have we not seen Kone? That's another one. We should have seen him already.
Bro, we got too many questions, bro. This is the thing. Why haven't we seen Kone? Do you know what I'm saying? The Fredrickson I'd never heard of here, and we seen him before Kone.
Yeah, and Fredrickson, when he played, we went, all right.
And he
Why have you not played earlier? He was like, okay, you could do a job. Same way when I've seen Amas and Cheeto, I was like, why haven't you man played earlier? Because you might have done fine. Like people act like they was gonna be the end of their careers if they had bad games. But Kone should have done. Why not play him against Brentford? Why are you playing Agate? And you know what Agate gives you. Play Kone. Worst case scenario is you take him off for 8 minutes.
This is the part of the season where you give these young players a chance to show you if you can potentially pencil them in for next season as a squad player. This is the time.
Yeah.
Because we got nothing to play for, bro.
You got 0 to play for, so why wouldn't you? That's what doesn't make no sense to me. Why would you not play Kone's and more of the youngsters? I wanted to see a whole team, and I'm like, who are they? That's what it is. Yeah, Matato, he's the wing back that we spoke about, can play wing back that we spoken about. Play him. You know what Dorgu gives you now. I like Dorgu. Cool, play Matato, put a mass one side.
I like Dorgu. I just don't think Dorgu's a wing back, bro. You know though.
What do you think he is? You think
I think he's a left back. Yeah, bro. But in a back four, I think Dorgu would be good. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, in a back four, he's good. Like, I can already see it.
Yeah.
But in the wing back, I can't see it.
Because he doesn't have the attacking flair that I say Ahmad has or Abe Nori has. So I get that. But what I think happens with Dorgu, I think once we have better players in the front three, I just think he'll be a great foil for them.
Yeah, because he gets forward, innit? And he links up well. Like,
overlap.
Yeah.
Cunha there in the left hand, him just bombing on is just the option. I think.
Yeah, but again, it reminds me of a fullback bombing on. You know the one. Do you understand?
I get you.
That's what it is. It's not a wing back bombing on. Like, it's not the same.
True, I hear you. But he was only 25 million, so it's not like you have to play him week in, week out. He wasn't 85. Right. So if they decide, like we were talking about with the goalkeeper, hey, Dorgu, just do us the solid for this season. Maybe it's that, and then we look at that and then we go, all right, let's go get Abe Nori, for example, or Kirkes. I'm just throwing out names, or a left wing back who has more of an attacking threat, and you have him and Dorgu. Where if you want to be a little bit more defensive, Dorgu's there. If you want to be a little bit more offensive, you have the new player you brought in, which I'm cool with. But I do like Dorgu. Where he does lack is offensively. He is young and can get better as well. And I think once there's better attackers around him, he'll also get better. But I see what you're saying in regards to him being more fullback-ish. But
it's just like Dallo. When Dallo looks like an attacking fullback here, but then when you put him as wing back, he can't attack. You know the ones, because as soon as you change your mindset and you expect him to play like a winger, you realize how limited he actually is attacking wise. He only looks a good attacker when he's playing as a right back, because you're saying, you're a good attacker for a defender.
Yes,
do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. But then when you're playing as an attacker, now we're judging you as an attacker. And now you're a shit attacker.
Because as a wing back, you have to go forward every time, and you're the sole creator on that right hand side. Whereas when you have a right winger in front of you, you're supporting cast. It's easy to be like being a number two's calm. You're Robin on that side. You know what I'm saying? That's going well and good. Now you gotta be Batman.
Yeah.
Hey, not everyone can be Batman. That's where the issue lies. It is.
That's what I'm saying. So
I think this is an improvement on the crosses. I've seen on certain crosses, certain instances, he does need to improve. Yes, it with his crossing, but I just like the fact that he's getting into them situations, because that's something that can be improved upon. Him getting past the man, not really fussed if you can run past somebody, to be honest. Like, for now, again, people, this is for now. This is not final execution. Is he competent enough to be a part of Manchester United as a unit? I go, yes. And he had some much needed athleticism, pace, and power and strength to decide.
Yeah. I think that he's got enough attributes here that he can be a valuable member of the squad in time. He's very young, bro, and he's got
So
he has
20.
definitely got some positive things about his game, bro. More positive than negatives. The things that he doesn't have, I believe that he can add to his game.
You can improve upon like that. That's what it is. Because the physical attributes are there. Mentally, he don't seem phased as well, man. Like people forget that he's 20 years old, and it's like, have you given me my money's worth so far when I've watched you? Yes, I'm just looking at. This is his second full season in professional football, because he played
That's
at Lecce.
crazy.
Yeah, he played at Lecce the season before, and then obviously he had half a season there this year, and now half a season here. So he's completely new. Like I like what I've seen enough to go, all right, worst case scenario, squad player, and he can get better. So that's good, competent. You need players like that in your side. If he's in the team, biggest compliment I can pay him is when I see him in the team, I go, all right, cool, I get it. Yeah, and composure saying that can come with age as well. But
Oh,
he's a
it
squad
does. It
player,
comes with experience a
yeah,
lot of the time. Do you know what I'm saying? It comes
decision
with
making and being
experience.
on the ball and things like that. But he has enough. Like I go, yeah, I see 25 million worth. He's 25 M's. There's a reason for that. So
Yeah,
I
and
like
25 million, you're not going to argue. I agree. Ain't Nori would be the
I would go
perfect
get him.
ready-made player
Go
to
get
come
him.
in. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
just slap 100 million down to Wolves and say, hey, we'll take both. That's
yeah,
like
him
my
and
idea.
Cunha, bro. That's what
That's
they
my
really need to do. Say, run
I
me
would
both of them.
say, hey, here's 100 M's. Take both. We'll take both. There you go, man. But will Manchester United do that? I'm a big fan of Nori. Big fan. Big fan. Now, if you got Nori over that side, that's a whole different conversation. Because then you got good competition for places with Nori and the doggy over that side as well. But I think it can wait a season. I don't think it's a problem area like that for now. That's it. And this is also true. I'm gonna give him a. He's played 9 league games for us. People played 9 league games. Spent
He's just
15
got
games
here,
overall.
and he's trying to settle into a team, yeah, that's not
Rubbish.
not cohesive,
Not cohesive.
not confident. Do you know what I mean? And a team that's learning a new system, and it's one thing you're learning a new system when everyone else knows it, but when no one knows it, do you know what I mean? He's been integrated into chaos, bro.
Yeah. And you got to take all that into consideration. The manager is struggling heavily. Bear in mind, people, he's playing behind Garnacho. Let's not forget that and how that impacts his game. Because Garnacho be drifting out onto his side too. The amount of times he overlap and don't get the ball. And then he's crossing the ball. He's crossing the ball to people. Rasmus Højlund. Let's add that to him, because there's good crosses that go into the box.
Oh, he's putting some good ones, yeah. And Rasmus is nowhere near there, bro.
Yeah.
Man said ain't Nori to City contract. Let's hope not, bro. Because bro, City been linked with Florian Wirtz, yeah. Ain't Nori. Fucking what's his name at Nottingham Forest? Gibbs White. Like, bro, surely they're not signing all these players, bro. Because if they are, they're winning the league next season again, bro.
And I don't want Ain't Nori to get pepped over there, man. No, he's a baller, man. Like from a fan perspective, look at Grealish now, look at Grealish at Villa. They tried to see Ain't Nori do that there. Would it be a good signing for them? Yes. And City are going to sign. City are gonna go heavy in the transfer window. They spent 200 million just trying to compete in January. So this summer they're going to go. They're gonna
go blind in summer, man. They are.
Absolute gorilla. Like that's what they're gonna be on. So I ain't Nori. Let's say it is a Wirtz. I ain't trying to see Wirtz go there. Hopefully he's going by him, because the talks is that buying him for him.
No facts. So yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, but City are definitely gonna do a mad thing, especially as it seems as though they bust case, because we ain't heard nothing. So
I said this to people. They was never getting any what's it called, found guilty. Most they're going to get is a record fine. I keep saying this. When did the FA ever hand out a big fine to a club? They never do. It's always UEFA or FIFA. They hand out as the organizing bodies. Like, what's the biggest ban the FA have done themselves to a club?
True.
Forest broke record. What did they deduct Forest points? And they broke the rules last year.
Yeah, they point deducted because they done a mad thing. Yeah. Remember, they were signing everyone at one point.
Signing everyone. They did it with Everton, where they deducted a little dibby 4 points, or they're charging them pocket change or 10k, 20k to a football club in the Premier League. That's Carabao Cup money for them. You know what I'm saying? That's their gate on a Carabao Cup game against lower league opposition. Like, what are we doing?
Facts.
So yeah, with that, because it's all gone quiet, and you never. When is the date supposed to be? Like when they're found, like the verdict. Has it even started yet?
Chelsea got a transfer ban, but their thing was not for transfers. Theirs was for the academy stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think
exactly. Because Chelsea got banned for a couple of years, so they're gonna ban City. So City gonna sign all these players this summer and then get a ban. I'm sure
yeah, they
they'll be
said
all right.
March. Well, March has been and gone, brother. We ain't heard nothing.
Heard nothing. You know why? Because nothing's gonna happen to them.
Nothing ain't
That's
happening.
why.
You know what I'm saying? So
Nothing's gonna happen.
it is what it is, isn't it? I think City bust case, and they're gonna be out there cooking, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be out there cooking, bro. City you can't beat Man City, bro. I think they got too much money, and also they got too much influence, bro. Like they've won the Premier League so many times in recent history. Yeah, you can't pretend now that they're gonna have leverage now, whether you like it or not, bro. Commercially, they're gonna have leverage, bro. The more that they've grown as a team around the world, the more likely it is that they can't punish these men, bro.
Yeah, and I've been saying this when people are, oh, why do you think they get punished? Because of money. That's why. Because they're one of the most watched teams in the right. Yeah, we run jokes. They got no fans. They're still one of the most watched teams, not just in the UK, but also across the globe. City are going to be on TV. All right, they may be six, so they may be behind the big five of United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs. Cool, maybe behind all, but they're still six. They're still the Premier League champions. That is a great selling point. It's a great USP.
And they've got Pep Guardiola, bro.
And they got Pep Guardiola, and they have quality players as well that people want to watch too. So they're not just going to say, all right, we're just going to take out one of our assets. So not only do you lose them from title races, you lose the Manchester Derby, for example, which is also a big game also. Hey, so people are talking like, I'd love it, like in regards to, see them get relegated. Oh, yeah, they end up in League 2, League 1. No, worst case scenario, they're getting a record-breaking fine. Like you said, March has been and gone, and we've heard nothing. How is it such a case that's such a big case and we hear no news in regards to it? It's May. It's literally
that's it. City ain't getting punished, bro. You know what I'm saying? I told you, man, already.
I want to be wrong people. I want them to get punished. I love to see them get relegated. What happened to Juve? But it ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen, bro. Listen, there's a better chance of them 100 Donnies defeating the Gorilla Blood. I'm telling you, Flawless. You know the way there, bro. There's more chance, blood. You know, man like Harambe getting weighed in, blood.
Yeah, he would. Hey, with the 100 gorillas, I've said this, man, before. One, for it to be successful, two things. One, everybody got to be on the same page. Speaking of City, you got to have a Pep Guardiola meticulous approach to it, Rants. First and foremost, the approach has to be meticulous down to a T. And two, 30 to 40 man are going to have to realize, you're cannon fodder. You are not making it. You need some sacrificial lambs. If you have 30 to 40 man who are willing to be sacrificial lambs, and then you have, 60 to 70, then potentially you could beat the gorilla. That's what it is.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. You can't beat the gorilla, bro. I'll be real. Bro, this is what a lot of people don't understand. First and foremost, have you ever seen someone get rushed before by bare people?
Yes.
If 10 brothers rush one brer, all 10 men are not getting solid digs in. They're not. It's impossible. Because man, you're almost climbing on top of someone else to try and land a dig. You're not landing. You know them ones. Because there's too much of a crowd. Do you know what I'm saying? And also, it's if you understand the power and strength discrepancies between a gorilla and a human being, us punching a gorilla is like you getting punched by an 8-year-old, bro.
It's not.
Brother, I could weigh in 100 8-year-olds by myself. And you know what I mean? Brother, if I got rushed by 100 8-year-olds, I'll pick up one 8-year-old and clean out about 20 of them with the U in my hand.
And that's the sacrificial lambs, because my guy here said this. You need to have 20 to 30 people who are just trying to get, but
I'll be real, it can't help, bro. That the only way that you could possibly lose, is if you get gassed out, trying to fight your way out. But the truth is, Flawless,
God.
If man said there's 100 8-year-olds waiting for me, outside to fight me, I'm knocking every single one of them out, and it's taking one punch each, bro.
It is,
you know what? Because bro, you gotta understand, gorillas, are brother, they're lifting.
That's why I said the sacrificial lambs. There's 30 to
they're
40
lifting stupid amounts, They're lifting stupid amounts. They jump mad high, They can run 3 or 4 times faster than us,
Yeah.
Bro, Like, it's not making sense. Intelligence ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. Man are getting smoked.
Yeah,
Do you
like
know
I
what I'm
said,
saying?
8 to
Not
40.
even an
You have to,
8-year-old then. I'll say a
yeah,
5-year-old then, a
bro.
toddler.
Yeah,
Because
a
that's the
toddler.
equivalent in strength, bro. Man are saying that gorillas' bite is more powerful than a lion's. You wouldn't fight a lion, but you'll fight
Nah,
a
I wouldn't fight
gorilla.
that.
Are
I
you
ain't fighting.
dumb?
Just
Like?
to clarify, I'm not involved in either. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, because I don't trust everyone to be on the same page. Because that's where I think that's where the plan would fall down. You see,
Man
like
said
them
8-year-olds with the fully developed, but bruv, you're chatting shit, bruv. You know them ones there. This is how I know people are not smart, bro. You know them ones there. The human brain don't develop till 25 fully, 1 year, and 2, it don't matter how developed your brain is, yeah. If your head gets smashed again, bro, they can crush your skull with their hands, bro. If a bruv, imagine if you run at man and he holds your head and just squeezes your head and
that's why you
explodes
have
in
to.
man's hand.
You have to.
Well, you think the other 99 men are gonna be me next?
See, that's why I said it. Everyone has to be on it, and you have to. It's going to be 30 to 40 man have to be like, hey, you are gonna die here. You are going to die 100%.
Brother, if you thump them, they're not feeling it, you know, Flawless. If you
gotta go
thump
for the
one
eyes,
of them,
man. You gotta
they're
attack
not
the front. You
feeling
gotta
it.
scratch the eyes, man. You gotta shout out to my guy Peter. You gotta go for the eyes. You
Bro,
need, like,
who's
30
getting
to 40
close
man
enough
go
to
for
be
the eyes.
looking at eyes? Like, bro,
No. You don't look. You don't look at him from the front. You gotta blindside him from the back.
Bro,
You
it's
gotta blindside him from
foolishness,
the
bro.
back.
It makes no sense. Bro, Flawless, the same man in the chat saying,
Yeah, go on.
these men are scared of dogs, bro.
I hear you. Oh, I'm not involved. You know what I'm saying? I am not involved.
These men will be scared of rats and scared of spiders, but they're talking about fighting a gorilla. Do you understand what I'm saying? The shit don't even make sense.
I hear you.
The
You
shit
got
don't even make
blindsided,
sense.
man.
Some of these men can't even pick up a spider and put it outside the window, yeah? A man are talking about Russian fucking gorillas and that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not involved.
Right. Do you know what I'm saying? Brother, are you all right? The shit don't even make no sense. Do you know what I'm saying? If there was a crowd of 100 people, yeah, in carnival and a gorilla came running down the road, man would disperse. You would see the thing, bro. The crowd would just go zoof. Man would dip, bro. The same way man are talking about developed brains, yeah. There's no 100 men on this planet Earth with developed brains, yeah, that's standing around after one guy's head gets ripped off his body, bro. No one's standing around.
You know what? You got idiots who will actually be like, yeah, I think I can take it. I'm telling you. Oh, like let's say hypothetically, yeah. All jokes aside, they were in the UK. This has become a thing now, and they was like, all right, whatever zoo, yeah. Listen, hear me out, yeah. And they're like, whatever zoo, London Zoo, Manchester Zoo, and they're like, all right, we are going to run this test. This is what we're gonna do. How many people do you think they'd sign up? They get more than 100. People are stupid enough to do this.
Yeah, but bro, like maybe, but bro, it's one thing saying you're gonna do something, but it's one thing actually going through with it. You know,
going through with it is crazy. But I think they would get thousands of sign-ups. I think people are that idiotic. I think so. But
they are. But like man said, don't act like you're not cutting out if you're getting chased by XL bully. Of course I'm cutting out. But that's the difference. I'm not talking about fighting no gorilla, bro. Because I'm not the guy that's gonna follow you dickheads to go fight a gorilla, bro. Bro, I'll be watching it on YouTube, the live stream.
Yes, facts.
I'm not going.
I ain't fighting no animal that is remotely my strength.
It's not even remotely strong.
No, I'm not talking about a gorilla. I'm saying I wouldn't fight a dog. You know what I'm saying? I am not fighting a dog, fam.
It's crazy. These things.
I'm not running up on a snake. You know what I'm saying? In that any bird, I'm not running up on no animal. That's what I'm saying.
Brother, it's crazy, brother.
I ain't running up on zero animal. I want to fight a pigeon, nothing. Leave me be. You feel me? That's where I'm at with it. I don't trust nothing. I don't trust no animal that's around my size or bigger. But what I'm saying is people are stupid enough to sign up. People believe they could do it. I'm telling you.
They're idiots, man. I'll be honest. The thing is, yeah, it's like people overestimate human strength, bro. You know, there's this thing where it says that, like, where is it? It's like, what was the stat? It was like 1 in 4 men overestimate how good they are at fighting or something like that.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Brother, the amount of man that think they can actually fight that can't fight, yeah. A man are talking about fighting gorillas, bro. Like the whole thing's crazy. You know them ones. Man said 1 man in 5. Nah, bro. Listen, let me tell you something for free. Yeah, most of these men ain't doing nothing, bro. Like this is the reality, bro. This is the reality. As much as man can crack jokes about it, yeah. The reason why human beings have survived for all these millions of years is because we were smart enough to not fuck around with these animals in the first place.
Because you leave them alone.
You leave them alone.
You leave them in their habitat. But nothing
You know what
surprises
I'm
me.
saying?
Because the social media, there's genuinely people who not only think they could do it, there's people who would sign up to do this.
Yeah.
Same way there's people who think, yo, like, I could be a professional boxer. Guaranteed, yo. Someone right now who's like, yeah, I could knock out Anthony Joshua. Guaranteed, yo. Guaranteed that someone.
Human beings, brother. Them are nuts, though. But listen, human beings, yeah. Like, brother, remember like when Deontay Wilder had to beat up that Zelenov, bro. Like, bro, all these men think that they can fight pro boxers.
Hear what you just said, man. We watch prime Deontay Wilder put people to sleep on a yearly basis.
Man still went to the gym.
Man still went to. You have all the evidence in the world with Deontay Wilder. This is not no unknown. I've seen him hit people, and I thought they was dead. The European guy, the Southpaw. I think it's Speaker. I can't pronounce his name correctly. Southpaw. He hit him. I was watching that. I thought my man was dead. Because he hit the ground. You know what he was? You know the toys in the toys in Toy Story. That's what it was like, the way he hit the deck. When Andy's coming in and they just play dead. That's what it looked like. And somebody seen that and went, yeah, I can take Deontay Wilder. I'm telling you, man. We're not a species built to last, man. You're idiots. I'm telling you. For real.
This 100%. You see the bruv, you see the strong men. You know when they go to the Arab brother's yard and he's got the zoo in his backyard and it's on Instagram, and bro, man was doing a tug of war with some normal baby spider, a baby tiger. They were feeding with milk from a bottle. A man's ripping these, but these big man can't move the spider, the tiger. There's all three men trying to do tug of war with a tiger, and it's not even a fully grown tiger. Brother, these man don't know. What are you talking about?
But you know what? Even though with that info, man will be like, I could do that, man. Man will be like, yeah, good. Where's the tiger? Run me the rope.
Brother, they got three men trying to move the things. Bruv, the tiger's playing, you know, got the rope in his mouth, like laughing and that. He thinks you're playing with it. Come on, man.
Lord, yo. People think that,
you know, steroided off, juiced off, yeah. And the tiger's thinking, these men are playing with me. Man thinks it's playtime.
And that's it.
Come on, brother. Like, nah, man.
You man.
Fuck with those. You get out of here, man.
I'm telling you know what I mean? Because you know what's the craziest part? This is even one further I thought about this. They do the experiment. People would see it go wrong, and then more people would try. Yeah, we can do it. I'm telling you, man. They do this 100 man versus this gorilla, see all the chaos publicly noted, and they'll be like, all right, we running this back next month. And people would sign up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people overestimate their strength. It's like we mentioned the Deontay Wilder thing. There's someone, Deontay Wilder part open challenge to the trolls. People will show up to his gym.
Yeah.
People are idiots.
100%. That's what I'm saying.
And
this is what I'm saying. The bottom line is, yeah, some people, yeah, might have all the brain power in the world, but they've got no common sense, bro. Like, man's talking about critical thinking. No, the critical thinking is, yeah, after 15 man get duppied, yeah, the other 85 are going home. That's the critical thinking. You know them, man. Man can talk about all of this brain power, yeah. If you're smart, you're getting the fuck out of there before you're the next one to die, bruv.
If you're smart,
you know them way there. Like,
in the first place.
If you're smart, you're not staying. And if you're even smarter, you don't go in the first place. You know the ones. Man are talking about, I'm so smart, I'm so smart. If you're so smart, you'd have left your ass at home.
Why am I fighting a gorilla? What do I even get? This is the crazy. What's the reward? That's what I want to know. What is the reward for the gorilla?
There you go.
Do I get something?
This is foolishness.
Rewarded for a gorilla. All right, okay.
It's foolishness. Do you know what I mean? Man can have this debate till the wheels fall off here. The bottom line is no one's staying to find out, bro. Because after a few man dead, everyone's going home to their life, bro. Going home to your fucking home comforts. You're going home to your PlayStation. You ain't got no time for this. Got no time for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, if 100 man want to get mauled by a gorilla, bro, and they're gonna live stream it, I'll watch that.
See, I
100% watch that, bro. I'll watch a few men get their heads slapped off the concrete, bro. I'll be there for that. You know, like that, because bro, I see one man gets head slapped, next man's getting dragged by his ankles, and man get pitched. They can pitch, man. You know, they can grab you and dash you, like 30 meters.
Like a ragdoll.
Brother, they can dash you 30 meters, bro. Like, they can pitch a man 30 meters, you know. They'll throw man like a shot put, bro. Like, that's what will happen.
Exactly. They're going to treat you like like hulked it to 4 and they're not 4. Loki in the first Avengers. You know what I'm saying? You know when he just
This is
grabbed
what
him
I'm
and he just
saying,
grabbed
brother,
yeah.
and then grab you and climb a tree with you, you know, while the other 99 man are seeing you getting dragged up a tree. You man gonna climb the tree? Go look at man launching you off the tree, blood. Hey, allow it, man. You know, like allow it, man.
People gonna try.
You know that's crazy, man. Like it's foolishness, bro. It's foolishness. It ain't gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? I'll be real. Do you know what I'm saying? A man's talking about hyenas and lions, bro. Human beings are supposed to be the most intelligent animals on the planet by far. Comparing a hyena and a lion, yeah, in terms of intelligence, yeah, it's not the same as us and other animals, so it doesn't make no sense. You can't talk about brain power and then use a hyena as a fucking example, blood. They're scavengers.
And why do we think that we're as dangerous as hyenas? But
there you go. Like, why are we, brother? Human beings are overestimating how bad they are. You're not on nothing.
Why we yo, you know how many hyenas it'll take to take down a lion?
Hyenas are gangster, bro. Like, humans ain't on nothing compared to hyenas, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
I think we're as dangerous as hyenas. Go one-on-one with the hyena.
Brother, human beings think they're really on smoke. You're on nothing, bro. Listen, if human beings got left in the jungle, yeah, with no weapons in the wild, yeah, only a certain caliber of man would survive, bro.
Now we're food.
We wouldn't.
What did Kano say in Top Boy, man? You're either a monster or we're food. Rants.
Only brothers like John Jones, yeah, are surviving.
Yes.
You know them ones there. Normal human beings like us, we're not surviving.
Yeah. You'd have to be like, you know, John Jones, Brock Lesnar, like freaks of nature.
Brother, you know them way there. Them man there, yeah, that break their leg and walk it off. Them man will survive. You know them ones. Guys like us, we're not surviving, bro. I grew up in the city, bro. I'm a city boy. I'm from London, man. What do you man know about, bro? Man don't even sleep outside. Man don't even do camping and them thing there. Man's talking about tactics like man's a Navy SEAL and that. You know them ones there. Come on, bro. You might, man, are not ready for this. You know what I'm saying? Man are overestimating this thing, bro. Man are going like there's Steve Irwin and them one. Bro, you're a normal brother. You know them ones that you're a normal brother that grew up in a house with central heat and you ain't doing shit against these.
Yeah. Facts, the home conflict.
You know come on, get out of here, man. Do you know what I mean? Certain men don't even leave their house if it's raining without an umbrella. Man are talking about going in the fucking jungle. You man need to get the fuck out of here, man. Do you know what I mean? Brother, what man said it's raining, I'm staying inside. Bruv, you ain't doing shit.
Man, I've said that. Oh, it's cold. It's too windy. It's too windy. I'm staying inside. Trust me.
Brother, you ain't doing shit. You know there was there, so you man.
I think we're dangerous as hyenas, you know. Like that's crazy work, yo.
Come on,
man.
Hyenas with a straight face.
We're not hyenas. We're bottom of the food chain, man.
Man said hyenas with a straight face, you know. Same man talking about, oh yeah, bro, like man need a mental health break from social media. These things are killing people every day.
You're wrong for that, man. You're wrong for that.
It's true though. Come on, man.
There's no need for that, Rants. That's the only.
I need to relax, man. But now, listen. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. Big up the chat though. Big up the chat though. You know what I'm saying.
You chat though. Hey, if you believe, people believe in all types of things. All I'm saying, people.
I hear that. Hyenas don't believe in mental health, blood. It's kill or be killed, blood. You get me?
Don't fight no. I'm just saying, no. When I say about people believing in like fighting, don't go fight no gorilla people. Please don't. And hyenas, I'm joking them. Yo, hyenas are vicious, you know. Oh, people realize
they're sick,
they are vicious animals. Like, go one-on-one with a hyena and see what happens.
That's a mad thing. I can't lie. Yeah. So. Yeah, man. Oh, you lot, make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City. You already know what time it is. The link is in the title, people. Man's back for the Barcelona Inter Milan game in 20 minutes. What you got coming up, my bro?
Yeah, people. What have I got coming up tonight? Yeah, so watch along for that game. It's first and foremost, actually, big up for having me. Appreciate it, Rants. Love every single time. Appreciate that. Shouts to the chat as well. Big up to you lot. Yeah, I'll be doing watch along on the playback for that Inter Milan Barcelona game. Sports Q&A later on tonight where we'll be recapping that game. And obviously NBA playoffs is going on. So tonight is game one of the Golden State Warriors Timberwolves series, people. Golden State Warriors Timberwolves, that is at 2:30 a.m. game one. So that'll be on the playback. So if you have an NBA League Pass, people, you can use that to sync up with us. Or for certain games, I'm giving out VIP passes for free so you can watch the game. So Sarcasm City TV on playback. Sarcasm City TV on YouTube as well. And please subscribe to the YouTube because we're closing in on the 15K milestone as well.
Come on, G. So yeah, man, links in the title, people. Big up everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Run up these likes, subscribe to Sarcasm City, and I'll see you guys back here